Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the losers finals of the MetaPlays Pro League qualifier number 1. This is our 6th season actually. We call it the Scorpions League this time. There are 950 pounds on the line, plus it's growing as the community is making contributions to the prize pool. EOD Spartan Seth here in the blue color, spawning as Captain Cutter. And on the other side of the map, his opponent in the red, this is Arenti. He's going for the generator second, which on Mirage you can very easily upgrade early on. Especially when you go for double power pickups. However, this is going to slow you down in terms of your ability to get mini bases. EOD, on the other hand, has been picking up supplies. So he's not only able to share the power in the middle and take the mini, but potentially get snipers into the garrisons, which would be absolutely devastating to another UNSC player, especially in the cutter mirror where you're gonna be going infantry and the snipers have maximum value. There could be the rare instances where the cutter mirror devolves itself into a jackrabbit situation. If it's jackrabbit against infantry, the jackrabbit player is not gonna have a great time most of the time. There are just too many tools in the cutter arsenal to deal with it. There's the Jerome hero, there's the Spartan Mine Slam combo, there's just really fast grenade marines, there's ODST, there's Diego being the Cyclops drop. But he's like a hero character, he needed a name. A fast second generator from Arenti. Now that is something I didn't expect, but considering the situation, he kinda has to, doesn't he? And the snipers in the higher ground are happening, like it or not. At least one of them. He has a pretty good time picking up everything. He's captured the power node before killing the sentinels, but he is killing the sentinels with the garrison. Marines are barely gonna get hurt. You know, Arenti is a little faster with this, but I mean, he's down a mini base and 2 building slots. That's not a good piece of news. Sniper's gonna pop in. And you know, if that sniper actually just popped out again and went after these marines, that would be a very one-sided engagement in EOD's favor. He doesn't know yet, but he should. He's seen them. Guess he's just happy holding the high ground. Just gonna crank out the Spartan, no second generator just yet. More power node grabs from EOD as well now. I think he's decided that, yeah, you know, nothing's coming my way, it's best I move out. And yes, it is best to move out. So Arenti's already going tier 2. Is he gonna go into Warthogs? Nobody expects that. We've already established this many times in the past. Oh my god, he's doing it. Nobody expects Cutter Warthogs. The only thing you expect less is Cutter Hornets. But only I'm ridiculous enough to do that. It's not particularly good, by the way. Well, the snipers are not very good against vehicles. In fact, they can't shoot them at all. So, that's something to keep in mind. Hey, EOD. Oh, he does have the power node, it just didn't show up. Right, he's getting the next base, which is pretty standard for a Warthog build order. And actually, he's not gonna have his garage ready, because it's here. That did make things a little faster, of course. But you have to sacrifice the slot on the mini base. Now, the wards are coming out. There's too many marines here. It can't make it. The Spartan as well. Yeah, that's gonna be a hijack, in fact. Oh man, and the next one is gonna get it too. Sure, it's going in a different place, but by the time the Spartan gets there with the other Warthog, yeah, he'll be off cooldown and able to hijack another Warthog. It's almost halfway there already. So many more Warthogs coming from Arenti. Oh my god. Getting turrets as well. Of course, you have to hold on to this base somehow. That's your comeback mechanic. Against this many mini bases, against full power node control. Thankfully for Arenti, there's only 4 power nodes on this map. If there were 5, EOD would be even further ahead, not to mention the leader power point gain. The turrets are not here, which means the space is probably toast. Spartan's gonna slam, not capture. All the SDs are gonna definitely finish this. Oh my god, so much damage. Well, there's a reason nobody expects to cut the Warthogs. I think we've established that as well. Look at how good EOD is. It's ridiculous, dude. Are those mines? Yeah. He expects the Warthogs to come up exactly this way so that they run through all 3. If Arenti wasn't looking, there's a real big shot of that happening. Cuts off the retreat or reinforcement path, depending on which way you look at it. The SC drop coming in. Of course, it's very easy to avoid their mines should they try to force it down. There's also a really good number of snipers here. EOD is microing very nicely. That's a good little ram, but ultimately doesn't get anything done, and EOD is just happy. He's also tier 2, by the way, and he's working his way up to tech tree. He's getting grenades, he's getting the Spartan laser, and this base is getting stripped clean, man. Truly not much left. So Arenti isn't gaining anything from it. Now starting to fight a little bit for the power nodes, but this isn't an easy one to get. If the Marine tries to attach itself to the power node, it's just not gonna do much of anything. Probably should shoot down the satchel before he runs over it. The snipers can do so, but you do have to manually target. That's very important. Never expect you guys to just take care of it for you, because that's not how it works. The Marines are getting their upgrade as well, so combat techs are coming soon. Base is toast, and EOD is just enjoying his full population advantage. Every resource he gains goes straight in the bank, rather than into units or infrastructure, but he is getting a second base just in case. He should, that's good. Marines are toast. Oh, not quite toast, but hey, there's Diego in there. So the Warthogs can't approach anymore. That's rough, buddy. EOD's certainly playing this safe, guys. I mean, anti-infantry turrets, I get it. That's rough to fight against. But as long as the Spartan does the tanking, it's fine, right? You will need some form of pushing power to get in there. Actually, that anti-infantry business is good against garrisons. Who would have thunk? Are those dispersion nozzle flamers? Well, guys, I think they're dispersion nozzles. That could clean up EOD. Not kidding. That could actually work. EOD is just building everywhere. He's getting further ahead. When he's ahead, that's what he does. He just gets as ahead as possible. He doesn't go and kill you. No. He plays it safe. He maxes out. He builds a bigger economy. And then he maxes out even more. Gets the upgrades. I don't think that was dispersion nozzles. And that's because it wasn't. Sorry. I get it wrong sometimes. Yeah, that's toast. The Warthogs and the ODSTs are doing a good job here, preventing EOD's expansion. Hellbringers now do have dispersion nozzles. But EOD's had enough, he's striking. Close air support should strip the base turrets. And there's Nightingales as well. The Spartan is doing the tanking here. So that's more than fine. I Unfortunately for EOD, the watchtowers are getting priority. He didn't cast it correctly. But we do have the Nightingale anyhow to blast the anti-infantry turret should it be necessary. I think it's just going to be used to heal the ODSTs while this whole thing gets stripped down. Heavy supply pads are going to be the first to fall. The barracks to follow. Then Arenti has no production left. He's trying to come back, but the snipers are peppering him. He can't. They're too strong. And then there's Spartan to run into should they succeed to get through that. He's putting down further mines. I think these ODSTs will run right over it. Oh, this is going to be a disaster, man. Ooh, so close. And they eat it. We got a big drop now from Arenti. Spartans for EOD actually on cooldown, so this was a good moment to do it in. And tell you what, those Hellbringers are actually cleaning up EOD. Now, if we see a big drop, however, from EOD, it's not gonna come to that even, but if we had seen that, I mean, there's no way to stop that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game 2 of this best of 5 series. EOD Spartan Seb's gonna be swapping it up. He's now Johnson. And on the other side of the map, Arenti is gonna be playing as Forge. A very sensible pick for sure. Quick generator second, everything makes perfect sense. Pick up the front power, easy upgrade. Didn't even need that, to be honest. Could have picked up supplies. I'm gonna start the quick betting thing for the Twitch crew. You guys like your points, right? The Jackrabbit Rapid Fire Micro versus the Marine Viggles. Usually in favor of the Jackrabbit just because of sheer stats, especially if you get this close. You can't really avoid the shots very well. And then, hey, the Jackrabbit gets pulled back? What? I'm confused. Alright, Arenti is getting at least one mini base. Dude, EOD is just stealing the minis. This is nuts. How is he doing it? He's Johnson! You shouldn't be able to do this. Alright, he's still getting the back minis, and a Forge Hog is coming up. Edge Cool B, thank you very much for the subscription. Appreciate you. 13 months already. Wow. Nice. This pickup is also nice. 4 minis for EOD. He builds good. Is he shooting for a second gen? My god. This guy. I mean, there is going to be a Forge Hog, but that's not exactly an ultimate weapon. Arenti is gonna go for Hellbringers. And I'm curious now, what is EOD's response to this gonna be? He's all supply pads, this man. Is he gonna get out the hero at least? There's a second gen coming in. No hero as far as I can see. But no second generator for Arenti as far as I can see. It's double barracks. Plus Forge Hog. Is this a Pelican cheese? Oh my god. Dude, Arenti is pulling out all the meme strats. Cutter Hogs. Pelican cheese, Forge. You can't make this up. Or is he just flooding the map with this? Got the turret for the defense. Dude, Johnson's gonna need more than a turret to hold this. It's not even the Pelican cheese, by the way. The bunker is not even in the right place to defend. Marines aren't gonna be well equipped to handle this. Oof. That's a brutal start to that turret's life. And by that I mean what life? It's probably not even gonna come up for long. Oh, he's siphoning. We're turtling. Forge Hog does what he can to defend the nearby units. Gives them a nice little aura. But yeah, the turret will be falling. EOD can't upgrade that thing. No way. Where is his defenses though? Is the one Jackrabbit plus the Marines forming a wall? We don't need colony, we have a wall at home. Oh my god. Ooh. Another decent ammo round, weakening a lot of these units. Bunker drops ready though. We have a turret at home. I think EOD's on third point already because of the 4 mini bases. He has EMP Mac Blast probably, or something like that. There's not gonna be a turret for him. It's just a bunker at this point. Yeah, Fortress is gonna pick off everything that EOD has, but EOD is tier 2. I don't think though that garages are gonna save him at this point. He's got some supply pads upgrading on the side, more garages coming in. If he had a hero in that bunker, it would be a different story maybe, but he does not. And we still haven't seen EMP Mac Blast if he has unlocked it. Certainly can't make a turret, it takes too long. And this army just takes it down, then you lose the resources, and then what? Mantis is coming out in 4 seconds, but the Forchog and this many Jackrabbits can certainly handle it. Good job with the bunker, however. Alright, he's gonna lock the base. But, yeah, the other Mantis isn't gonna come out. This one is. So you can potentially get like 2 or 3 done. Missile and shield requisition is coming in. So there will be 2 Manti at least. Is Arenti gonna allow this? Dude! He's letting it happen. EOD is ahead by 2 minis. You can't afford that. The turret might actually come up. It's 12 seconds out. Okay, that's a really good anvil round use again. But the Manti are slowly gonna take out the Jackrabbits there. They have missile and shield requisition. Oh my god. Oh, that's a big miss actually on the EMP Mac Blast. The turret's up though, and it's upgrading, and soon enough, EOD is also gonna have a restoration drones. So that's pretty brutal. You know, keeping his distance now. Oh my god, that was not a great use at all. Keeps the generator alive for longer, I guess. The next turret's trying to come up, but you know what? Extra units coming in is just gonna be too much, isn't it? There's a Congo line. You have no units. You have a turret. Does that count? Oh my god, I think it might count. The anti-vehicle upgrade needs to come in so that it targets the Forchog. Jesus Christ, it's leaving. Rip rabbits. 3 shots from this turret and they're toast. That's 4 actually. Damn, the overkill. That's annoying. That overkill is triggering me. Another turret's coming up, and this time there's no Forchog to shoot it down. So it will be actually performing pretty well there. And the missile and shield requisition here is getting a lot done for the Mantis. Sure, the Forchog will heal up. Arenti is trying to expand. He's on his way to tier 2 as well. So far, so good. He's keeping EOD honest as well on a low overall building count. But if the Mantis start gaining in numbers, if there's going to be 3 turrets on EOD's base, I'm not so sure that this is safe space for Arenti anymore. That's not a safe space for him. Especially if he gets to drop in a bunch of Kodiaks, which might be his next move. But can you really do that reliably? I mean, more and more Mantis. Good job taking down the minis. This will put Arenti in the lead. Firmly so as well. 5th point is soon. I think, honestly, Arenti just needs to capture the mini bases, build the mini bases, capture the power nodes, upgrade some buildings, and drop in the Grizzlies. That should be all she wrote, right? How do you stop Grizzlies? You mostly don't. Not with this little of an army. Unfortunately for EOD, that garrison doesn't do anything. EMP Mac. Finish this entire army off. Oh, he's putting down heal. Dude, that's ambitious. Does he have EMP Mac ready or not? Think not. Definitely the heavy metal is too much. There is EMP Mac. Is he gonna use it? Waiting for this to expire. There it is! Oh! It didn't do max damage, but it doesn't need to. Fortrog's stunned. Fortrog's dead. And the Marines are next. Can he get away with that Mantis? Unfortunately for EOD, not. And this is gonna get followed up by Warthogs. Arenti never ended up dropping in a Kodiak drop. Where is that? Where has that been? He certainly had the resources for it. Didn't choose to use that. And the mini base stayed up for EOD, and now he's got a second base that's upgrading. He's got another turret at home. Didn't make a third one because he can't actually afford it though. Okay, he really needs to not pump these garrisons anymore. It's very expensive. EOD's throwing the money like he's got heaps and loads, but he really doesn't. He's actually kind of broke right now. So to pump Mantis, you need quite a bit of economy, right? Can't afford to spam those things. I like that he's upgrading all the supply pads and he's getting out Johnson with smart missile and all that. It's a very smart missile indeed, but guess what? The rams on the Mantis will be doing a lot of work here, and Arenti is canceling his rams in order to get better value out of this. But meanwhile, the Mantis are picking up several of the Warthogs. Invulnerability has expired. And there's even more Warthogs coming in, slapping the Marines from the power nodes. That capture action is not going to succeed. Another Mantis falls, and probably more will be focused down here. But the Fortrog, now upgraded with defensive aura, has a much larger AoE and is just overall stronger, which is spooky in this situation. Once again, there's no turret here for EOD. If he had just bought turrets instead of these empty bunkers, he could have done so much more. Imagine 2 anti-vehicle turrets in the base right now. Arenti would not be having any business here. Sergeant Johnson might come out in time, especially if this DPS gets reduced by some kills. Yeah, good distractions there. Fortrog's taking a beating as well, but that's just shield damage. Oh, it's just smart missile. It's not beacon shield yet, right? The heal actually is missing the turret. That's also unfortunate, but at least the scatter bomb has been avoided. Quite a bunch of healing going down here. Johnson's in a good shape, and he's gonna jump into the bunker. Now that was an important and good bunker there for sure. But this Warthog is just tanking all the damage, and he's definitely not gonna die. Then he's just gonna heal up elsewhere. Can Arenti now work his way towards Grizzlies or not? That's gonna be the deciding factor of this game. Of course, our boy Johnny in the garrison is getting a lot of work done. Might be leveling up from this soon. There it is. Oh god. MP Mag class is gonna come in, but it's gonna miss the Grizzlies. Oh dude, that's painful. That's painful. Arenti takes a game off of EOD. Very nice. Yeah, he did great with that. Like, I didn't expect the whole Forge Rush thing, but it worked out super nicely. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 3 in this series. We're on Ashes, and EOD Spartan Seb's gonna be playing as Isabel. Originally his best leader. Not sure if that's still true. I mean, the banished performance he's been pulling during this tournament has been nuts. So maybe not true anymore, but we'll see, we'll see. Arenti, on the other hand, is playing as Atriox. Also a pretty cool leader for this map. Usually leads to long games, this one. Isabel's main objective is to get to tanks. Atriox is super powerful in tier 2 and the first half of Tier 3. The game ends at 1 hour, right? So, hence the first half comment. Otherwise, we would have 6-hour turtle games on maps like Ashes. It's not really palatable for tournaments. Love this map though. It's got the destroyed pieces of the ship. It's really cool. And the one they blow up in the cinematic. Best cinematic easily. Halo Infinite didn't get anything like that. Where's your god now? Picking up the mini base there is EOD, and now going after the grunt. Very nice micro on the jackrabbit. Arenti more interested in the faster build up towards tier 2. He might get out his hero and some jump back brutes, however. We'll see how exactly he approaches this. I like the 4 mini base situation in favor of EOD though. Like, that's exactly the place you want to be in with this leader. Gonna be adding a second generator, of course. It's a little slower than that of Arenti's, but hey, you pump out a few marines, you take a few power nodes, it's gonna go pretty fast, especially if, you know, Arenti decides to get a chosen. You're gonna be enjoying this advantage for a long time, and guess what? EOD is here to scout it too. He sees the War Council, perfect scouting information. He knows everything that Arenti is doing right now, including the Expo, supposedly. I think he's gonna figure it out in a sec. Oh, there it is. Yeah, just the Jackrabbit getting huge line of sight bonuses from the high ground. And he can already start peppering this, doing some extra damage, getting some extra units out. The Marines getting pulled into this. He's holding the leader power points because he doesn't yet know what he's gonna go for. Isabel has some pretty big decisions to make early on. And, you know, Arenti's response to this is, number one, scout himself. Know what EOD is doing. There's going to be an Alice, so that's good scouting information there. And the other thing is getting an extra base, because he knows that this one is probably not going to be in the healthiest state by the time he gets there with units. Oof, that's a nice ram there. There's even more Marines now, and Arenti is going to attempt to hold this with a raid camp. Supposedly there's some Suis or at least brutes, but I'm not seeing a hero from him. Where is the hero? There's been choppers, which is nice, but one of them is really weak, and against 3 units, well, it's still 2 against 3. It's not gonna take the fight, and I see a really nice split here from EOD. So suicide grunts are gonna have limited use. Should further split though, and he is. That's good. Oh, what did that suicide grunt think? It barely eliminated anyone. I guess he got multiple squad members. That's a better one. But now there's a Spartan. Base might get healed. EOD should probably just all units into this. Now he's got the 2 generators working behind this. Don't even think he needs a turret. As long as this base goes down, everything's Gucci. The one thing that can get it back up is an engineer. And Arenti is making that, so that will add a lot to the fight. But then again, the Marines should be... Oh, that's such an unlucky timing on that. EOD, why would you do that? There's an engineer bubbling up the shields. Oh no, that was a very bad Mach blast. I guess the turrets is like basically toast at this point, so you can take that down. You can go for the buildings on the side for more leader power XP, while also wrecking the units. So it's not too bad, you know. Arenti forgot about the Chosen, dude. He forgot about it, genuinely. He's not making it. Another engineer will go down here. I like the snipers in the back, so any infantry unit that comes out the front will just be immediately shot down. Oh, that is brutal, dude. Another NG. But I think it's really just time to destroy this base. Just keep like 2-3 Marines on the job. Ah, that's great. From the higher ground as well. EOD is expanding behind this. He's gonna be to tier 2 first, actually, because Arenti is spending so many resources on upgrading bases and trying to hold it and all these counter units and whatnot. Meanwhile, EOD just made like 2 flamers, 2 snipers, and then that's it. This man's losing all the units, sadly. Sadly for him. EOD is getting a 3rd base. He doesn't need to rush tier 2, he says. Yeah, his base is toast. There's no unit attempts being made anymore. I think Arenti can just sack all the buildings, get the resources back as much he can. And the EOD's got a cleanup. Next up, we're looking at power nodes. I seriously doubt the EOD will be attacking this. There's already 2 turrets by the time he gets there, so best not. But he could be going into a bunch of warthogs, and that could really get a lot of damage done overall. But this is about to become a quite chill game, I think, from here. Taking over all the mini bases will give EOD the lead he wants. He always wants a big lead. That's just how he plays. If he's ahead, he's gonna get further ahead. You can see that with, oh, I destroyed the base, let me expand twice. Yeah, that's just the kind of guy EOD is. If you're ahead, get more ahead, win harder, rather than risk it all and send your existing army in there like someone like me would. And it sometimes doesn't work. That's the thing. Both options have their downsides, like you can overspend and overextend and get an extra generator that you shouldn't have done, and then you just lose it. But, you know, EOD is very careful, very experienced, and super high level, so he doesn't mess it up very often. It's more a case of if his opponent comes back, then they just played better. Great pick off for the suicide grunt there. Spartan did the job. And he's almost ready to go tier 3, so we're just going straight tanks, I think. Taking down another base. Scorch rounds will probably finish. EOD is doing a good job taking over the entirety of the map. Tons of leveled up Marines here. And yeah, there's nothing that Arenti can find. Like, the idea would be to try to buy and sneak bases, right? But easier said than done. Scorch rounds is going to be an advantage there. But the snipers are stronger, faster. And the EOD Spartan is also gonna get upgraded. Oh, that's a lot of air units. Okay, he's going for the Vulture Slam thing. He wants to nuke the bases down while they don't have a shield. It's all turrets. He knows that. That's exactly what he wants to see. If he can get like 3 Vultures, this must be a locked base, by the way, right? Oh, dude, this could be sick. 5 power nodes, 4 bases, all the minis. EOD is in charge here. Let it be known. Granted, he does need 2 more wins, not just this one. So Arenti could still turn around the entire series. That's a thing. Snipers are here, but now they're in range of the Chosen and they're gonna melt. Not even close. Yikes. Yeah, you really gotta micro them, like. It's all about the micro here. Good job by that Nightingale, giving this base some extra time to shine. The Brute on the other side, uncontested, but so is this. It doesn't matter if EOD loses those auxiliary bases. Difficult word. At least the vultures have been now spotted. Arenti knows for sure. He can make some reavers and try to survive. That's really the objective. Brutes, I don't think are gonna cut it. They can't shoot up very well. And by that, I mean not at all. There's a lot of debate going on in the chat about who the best players are. They're literally playing in the tournament, guys. If you're not playing tournaments, you're not counted among the best players anymore. That's how it works. Nobody cares what happened 10 years ago. Well, maybe you care, but you gotta play the tournaments. It's right there. Shielding is in for the Gales. And this Spartan is gonna have a field day back home. Oh man, Alice is gonna start up to level 2. And once that is hit, the anti-infantry damage is just gonna be bonkerinos. Is there gonna be a shielding here for Arenti? Yes, indeed, there is. But there's no anti-air, and I think EOD has had enough. He's had enough of this match. He's had enough. Vultures made. It's time to go and strike. Oh my god, that's a really good eradication. And followed up by a beam too. But heavy metal is striking. I would love to see a restoration drones if he has one, but I don't think he does. Either way, the nukes are coming through, and they're not doing any damage because the base buildings are absorbing it. Oh, that's crazy, dude. Still, a lot of damage is getting done overall. The Chosen's gonna try to pick them off the best he can. I think EOD vented a little bit too hard here. I don't think this is gonna work. The sensor tower can see what is fake and what is not. And the base is not gonna die. Is EOD... Did he use up his Mach Blast? It's not enough, is it? Spartan? Spartan's coming. Okay, Spartan's enough. Another nuke, perhaps? Oh god. Oh god! Oh god, the base is dead! Are you kidding me? No. No. That is nuts. He couldn't hold the base, just so close to holding it. Welcome to Bedrock, ladies and gentlemen. This could be the decider game for this losers semi-final, sorry, losers finals series. EOD Spartan Seb in the blue color, gonna be playing as Kinsano. And on the other side of the map, we've got Arenti going for the good old Decimus, a pretty standard pick for this map. I'm really curious what Kinsano can do here. EOD is absolutely on fire today, so it's on theme. Rock Generation outsmarted him a little bit earlier, but he's looking solid against Arenti so far. Got a little greedy on game 2, Frontier, with that Johnson pick against Forge especially. That's very hopeful right there. Oh god, he's gonna proxy rush. You know, the Spartan Seb taking the minis. Is he gonna steal another one? I think he is. Arenti does not have vision over this. He's not gonna have a braid camp just yet. Oh, he is now. But EOD could take this anytime he likes. He's gonna wait for it because there's nothing nearby. Take the home bases first and the other stuff later. It's gonna get out of barracks. Maybe another one here. No. Why isn't Arenti getting 2 bases here? Like Decimus on the high ground here, dropping down brutes onto the generator and then vortexing that is a guaranteed kill. Like, you just can't stop it. It's very hard to stop it. Almost impossible. In this case, however, Arenti is gonna be the one getting bullied. EOD with the perfect Hellbringer drop, targeting down the Harvester and the Extractor, getting the line AoE off the flames to damage both. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any help here, so the Brute and the Chopper definitely is sufficient to take care of this, especially with the Grunt's help, so that's gonna be that. But there's more drops to be had, for sure. Harbinger's being made at home to defend, and EOD does have 4 to 2 mini bases. And it looks like Arenti is ready to get another generator going. Feeling like he can clean this up now. No issues. Triple chopper should more than defend this. But, you know, EOD is getting bullied a little bit at home. He is now doing the cleanup as well. Dealing with this sneaky mini base. The question is, will there be more units from EOD? Or will he just allow the mini bases to die? I think it's gonna be him allowing this to die, honestly. But is he gonna get like tier 2 or something anytime soon? Probably not, guys. I don't see any second generator for him. There's a lot of units out, so taking down the minis and, you know, going after power nodes is probably the name of the game. Hell Drop is ready to go. But there's no additional units there to support this. The mini base dies. The barracks did not get recycled. A little bit of resource losses. And this is very easily defended as well. I'm not sure I like it, EOD. I'm not sure I like it. I guess Decimus, no less. Usually red line is the way to go with Kinsano, not this. Especially considering it wasn't a very strong attack to begin with. I'm curious though, oh, the drop turret for level 3. Okay. That will take down the extractor. That's crazy, dude. And the choppers can't really help, so during that, why don't you just help with the flamer? That's it. If this harvester gets destroyed fast, then, you know, you can go after the one that's currently being built, but the other units are just now moving across the map, taking 2 power nodes at the same time, getting to work on the third. Ooh, grenade marines are getting some work done on these choppers as well, which is very nice to see. The Hellbringer drop will be available momentarily too. All those marines have to be a little bit careful, man. They get the kill though, and a lot of armor is their reward. Choppers are doing a number to them though. I kind of wish EOD had grouped up his units a bit more. Just these extra few going together would have been a nice play. But I think now Arenti is actually going to be a slight bit ahead. He's upgrading to tier 2. EOD is not. He's very low on power. But maybe he can strike real hard right now. If those marines can get the chopper numbers under control, then the Hellbringer can keep working in the back. More marines are coming in as well. Oh my god, I think EOD might have just done it. He's got the Warthog drop, the Flame Warthog drop, and with that, the weak power generator, the unupgraded one, plus the harvester, plus the sensor tower can all be shot at the same time. Okay, there, he didn't line it up. Either way, he's doing the damage that I'm talking about. And we're gonna have Boundless Siphon in, but I'm not sure that's enough to hold here. Surely the Garrison Grunt will be fine, but if anything else gets targeted, probably not so fine. Extractor got upgraded. And you know, the turret's siphoning too, don't forget. Anti-vehicle attachment is now on. Why isn't it shooting the vehicles? It's so dumb sometimes it just doesn't do that. Another turret drop should be ready to go momentarily, and EOD is just having the time of his life fighting these units off. Every time he gets kills, the armor goes nuts on these as well, and you get a lot of kills with Flame Hogs, especially against Grunts. Even though it's these Decimus Boundless Siphon Grunts, you still get some good work done with them. I have to leave though against the anti-vehicle turret. That's just a little too much. You'll see what's going on in the back. And EOD, I think, will be tier 2 as well, but I heard the turret drop sound. Oh, that's on the weak extractor. Such a good timing. I wonder if it will retarget onto the units. It might do that, but I don't think it is. Hell drop is ready to go, doing a lot of damage on impact to the power extractor. Beam is gonna come down on it, but is that gonna be actually enough? Did Arenti just cancel the beam? Dude. Another generator has fallen. His back mini base is under assault. EOD is owning 4 power nodes, and he's got Kinsano out on the field with her upgrades coming in shortly. Flame Wall first, and then high torque joints momentarily after. He does have a lot of resources, not quite enough for that, but it's coming. It is coming. Ooh, EOD's getting another expansion now. It's all pads. It's all drops. He does not need to make units apparently. Heavy supply pad. Haha, okay. High torque joint. Marines defending the minis against potential counter raids. Yeah, this is all drops, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kinsano Classics. Just like Color, you can go for a lot more resource buildings than for production. And then just completely rely on drops. I guess he wants to burn down the base, knowing that Decimus actually doesn't have healing available until you build engineers, and all this infantry running into the fire is actually getting wrecked. There's the flame wall, and there's no chopper to stop her with a ram or something like that. Oh my god, every building just evaporated. Arenti was not ready for this. Holy shit! Oh my god, EOD just burned everything to the ground. That was insane. He is insane-o. We want to thank our MetaPlace website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep the project sustainable. As we reach higher subscription goals, you are helping us cover more and more behind-the-scenes costs, such as video editing. Check out our subscription page using the link in the description, and remember to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.